The French president's love for grand gestures and fine dining is fully evident in the newly published yearly audit of the Élysées budget, which shows costs related to presidential duties, including a luxurious state dinner held for King Charles in September 2023. Among the biggest deficit drivers in the audit was a luxurious state dinner for around 160 guests held by Emmanuel Macron at the Palace of Versailles for Charles and Camilla, costing over £400,284, €475,000. The King and Queen flew to Paris in September 2023 for a 3-day visit and enjoyed the lavish dinner on their first night in the city, hosted by the president and his wife, Brigitte Macron. A-list invitees also included singer Mick Jagger and actor Hugh Grant. Guests were treated to rare blue lobster and Persian macaroons, with catering costing over £139,000, €165,000, and wine and eye-watering £34,000, €40,000, including a bottle of 2004 Chateau Mouton Rothschild. Revealed by the Élysée Palace on September 19, 2023, the starter consisted of rare blue lobster and crab with a veil of fresh almonds and a dash of mint coconut gel. The lobster was caught at sea a few days before off the Vendée in France. Speaking of the rare delicacy, Clémentine Fortuneau, who is the communications manager for Les Viviers de Noirmoutier, previously said that it was a genetic modification and is in fact one case in 1 to 2 million. The main meal consisted of corn-flavored breast poultry, which according to the weekly Paris Match, was marinated in champagne, and topped with a gratin of porcini mushrooms. 2 types of cheese were offered after the meal, a 30-month Comté and a Stichelton, a 100% English blue cheese. And, the final course, was prepared by pastry chef Pierre Hermé, who redesigned his Ispahan rose macaron biscuit. The biscuit was a compote of cooked and raw raspberries, a lychee rose sorbet, a raspberry sorbet, all on a very thin disc of macaroon. With 160 guests present, the total cost per head for the extravagant feast would have totaled over £2,500, €3,000. The King and Queen's visit was originally planned to take place in March 2023, but was postponed due to ongoing riots and protests taking place across the country. The visit took place from September 20 to 23, 2023, and provided an opportunity for France to show its cultural, artistic and unique heritage to the King and Queen. Charles and Camilla were welcomed in style with a fly-past from the Red Arrows and their French Air Force counterparts, symbolizing the long-standing alliance between the two nations. Charles and Macron sat down for one-on-one talks which touched upon a range of subjects. The visit also had a poignant turn as they laid a wreath at the eternal flame to mark the many sacrifices made by French and British troops during World War I. On the final day of their visit, their Majesties also visited Bordeaux and learned about sustainable vineyard practices and sampled wine.